Hello, everyone. I am back from the dead. Alright, I probably shouldn't make that joke considering my situation. But yeah, welcome back to the streams. Today's gonna be a little bit more of a just kind of chill, slow, kind of just a chill stream today. Let me see how my volume's doing real quick. Alright, let's see. Let's adjust some of the settings real quick. Hopefully that's alright with you guys. Hopefully the volume level's fine for y'all. But yeah, so I'm over here playing some Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, the remaster, the remake. So that's fun. Once I actually get some people on the chat, I'll explain what happened with my previously mentioned head injury, and we'll figure something out. What's up, Sheaves? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hopefully hopefully my voice level's okay for you on your end. I know sometimes the game I'm playing tends to be, the volume of the game tends to be a bit louder than let me try adjusting the settings real quick. But yeah, I had quite the interesting day yesterday. Let's see. And you know, I actually held off on getting this game for a while because I love Plants vs. Zombies, right? I love the first game on mobile. I played the first game on mobile back in the day on the cell phones. I also played the second game and I thought that one was pretty good too, so you know, I'm a pretty big fan of PvZ. I haven't really played the Garden Warfare game. I know I've heard about that one, but I haven't played like any of the spin-off games for PvZ. Ah, hello Visible. How you doing, man? Good to see ya. But yeah, I played like the original PvZ on the cell phones back in the day, the mobile game version, and yeah, and I also played PvZ 2. I know a lot of people complained about that one, but I didn't mind it all that much. But this is the recent remastered version of the original Plants vs. Zombies. Initially, I avoided getting this one because a lot of people were complaining about it. How's my head? Well, you know, it's still in one piece. I honestly think that I made it sound more dramatic than it actually is. You know, don't get it twisted, my head hurts pretty bad, to put it mildly. My head does hurt pretty bad. But I actually wanted to tell that story because when you hear about what actually happened, you're probably gonna think I'm fucking stupid. Just because I make it sound more dramatic than it actually was. I mean, like, when I tell you my head hurts, it does, and I'm not exactly exaggerating on that. But the way in which I injured my head sounds like it isn't that big of a deal. You know? So, but yeah, we got, I'll blame those goddamn gremlins in the walls. Oh yeah, the gremlins told me to get brain damage. Yeah, that's definitely what happened, for sure. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, for, being all concerned. But, you know, I'm an American male in 2025. You know we don't care about our, about our health, right? That's an American thing, I think. I'm not sure. Gabe Productions is back. Hello there. Hello there. Hopefully you're doing well. It's 2026. Is it really? Oopsie daisy. Coral, you don't understand. If you don't shoot the zombies with peas, they're gonna do the greedy all over our lawn, Coral. So terrible. I can't believe you guys are still making Walking Dead jokes. Granted, I still love The Walking Dead. It's a lot of fun. Good shit. But yeah, I was gonna actually share my head injury story, if you guys don't mind, because it's kind of funny. But peas, yes, please spam peas in the chat. I think that'll make me feel better. Peas. Oh no, he found the emoji for it. Oh, we're in danger now. My lawn setup is very basic here, but we're working with some basic shit. Anyway, but yeah, I'll share my head injury story if you guys want to hear about that, because it's you know, kind of silly how it happened. So, I don't recall. I think I may have mentioned this, but yesterday I had to stay at my girlfriend's house overnight because yesterday they were actually the construction people that have been doing the floors recently. They finally got to my bedroom yesterday, so I had to you know, I had to bunk with my lady friend. I had to bunk with my lady friend. So, you know, my parents are driving me out to lady friend's house, right? And you know, you guys know who she is by now. But anyway, so as we're driving to her house, my parents have to stop at like a Circle K to get gas for the car. And I think, oh, okay, so I'll just run into the gas station and get like a snack or something, right? Whatever. So I get out of the car, I go into the Circle K, and as I'm going back to the car, I get into the car and I literally like smack my head on the, like as I'm getting into the car, my head ends up just getting wham-basted on like the roof edge, like the edge of the car roof, where it's like relatively sharp. So basically, like a total dumbass, I end up just ramming my head into the top of the car. And like, I'm sure everyone's done that at least once, right? I'm sure everyone like has accidentally like hit their head on the car, right? But like this whack that I took was horrendous. You could hear it, like you could hear the impact from the front seat. You could hear my brain damage being developed in like the lore, right? You could hear me getting brain damage in live time. Needless to say, I whacked my head on the like edge of the, yeah, so like the edge of the car roof, like right where the door meets the car, basically right in the doorway of the car. I know that I'm probably not making a lot of sense here, but you gotta give me some slack. I have some mild brain damage going on. Okay, but for real though, yeah, so when I went to get back in the car, I essentially like rammed the top of my head on like the edge of the car roof as I was stepping into the vehicle. And yeah, needless to say, I said some very, very naughty words, to which my mother did not appreciate, of course, but you know, I don't care. My family has heard me swear probably 100 times. They're not a big fan of it, but I still do it because, I don't know. But point is, I basically whacked my head pretty good on the car, and it's like, yeah, it hurt like hell. And this was just like yesterday, so it still hurts like hell. But yeah, yeah. Needless to say, yesterday didn't exactly start super well. I had to leave the house at like 9 o'clock in the morning because they were working on my bedroom's floor. So, you know, all things considered, I don't really want to get, all things considered, I don't really want to get too deep into the story of yesterday. But that's pretty much how I smacked myself in the head, was just like getting in the car. I like whacked my head on the roof of the car and it hurt like hell. But, you know, I'm alive, so that's what matters, I guess. Walnut. Ah, yes, I have the walnut now, I forgot. Welcome back, Walnut. Dude, I cannot wait for the Walnut bowling level. That music slaps. I think the music title is called Loon Boon or Lawn Boon, something like that. Right? That music fucking slaps, and I will never get tired of it. Also, one thing I noticed playing this remaster is, it kind of seems like the levels go by really quick. Maybe it's just me, though. I don't know. I don't want to use the cherry bomb unless I have to. Takes up a decent amount of sun power, and I don't have that right now. But yeah, this music is pretty good too, though. Like the starting level musics, the starting levels that I'm doing right now. This music is kind of chill too. Not gonna. It's underrated in my opinion. Lawn Boon is probably my favorite of the PvZ soundtrack. But I don't think I've heard the backyard level music yet, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that, obviously, right? Lawn Boon is still my favorite, though. That music fucking slaps. But, you know, I took some medicine for the head injury, so it hurts a little bit less now. The ibuprofen is, you know, kind of blocking out the pain a little bit, which is definitely good, because otherwise I'd be screaming right now. But yeah, other than that, my day's been going pretty well, actually. I was able to get most of my furniture moved back into my space again, back into my room. So, I still have more work to do tomorrow, though. But, yeah. And if by gremlin voices you mean the crickets that have been, you know, sneaking in my bedroom constantly. Yeah, we didn't find any, surprisingly. It's kind of weird. I was expecting there to be like a cricket nest somewhere in the walls or something. I don't know. Eat the vegetables, zombies. Eat the peas. Let's just get rid of those guys. But yeah, today's just kind of a chill. Obviously, like with the brain damage I suffered, I don't want to play like Sonic right now. I don't want to be like having to keep up with the cameraman. But nah, I mean, I'll definitely get back to Sonic Generations once I'm back to like full health. So no need to worry there. I definitely want to go back to that game. Hey man, at least we all have less brain cells. I mean, shit, true, you have a point. I mean, I thought I needed brain cells, but as it turns out, I don't think you do, actually. I thought I would need brain cells to, like, you know, survive and all that, but, as it turns out, I don't think you even need them. And just like that, we got the shovel. Alright, I think. Alright, so we got the shovel, now we can dig up some plants. Oh my god, there he is. Crazy Dave. There he is, boys. The man himself. Did he fucking shave his beard, bro? What happened? He's, It still bothers me that it looks like he shaved. It looks like Crazy Dave shaved, like, some of his beard off, and I don't like that. It looks very unsettling. Like, on the edge of his face there. It looks like he's missing some facial hair. What happened? We've got a surprise for you, but first I'll need you to clear your lawn. Okay, sure, buddy. We'll do that. Let the digging commence. Alright, sure, why not? Let's see. Oh, dude, this is the bowling level. Oh, shit. Okay, goody, now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Oh, shit, turn this shit up, yo. Yo, this is my jam. Alright, Crazy Dave. Yo, I could just be vibing to this music all day and I wouldn't even be mad. Like, this is just great, dude. Wait, they have PVZ on Vita too? I didn't know that. That's sick, dude. I want to play it on Vita. Damn. That's sick. I didn't know it. I didn't know they had it on Vita. That's awesome, dude. Let's use one of these exploding nuts. Those zombies be freaky today. Oh god, those zombies are getting a little too close for comfort. Let's do something about that. Aw, man, you guys are having lag? That's terrible, man. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is not all that great either, I'm not gonna lie. Mine lag too, don't worry. Shit. Maybe it's this damn remaster causing the lag somehow. Ah yes, Shadow Skull's house. Yep, that's where I live, boys. That's my property, yep. This is my home. Can you imagine if I lived in a house like that, though? That'd be sick, dude. I'd have access to all these, like, magical plants and shit with superpowers. Like, can you imagine if, like, you had a sunflower in your garden that actually, like, spat out concentrated sunlight? You know how much bank you can make from that shit, dude? That'd be crazy. Oh, dude, I need defenses. Holy shit. I blanked out there for a minute, my bad. Yeah, I've noticed sometimes I kind of space out. Probably due to the bonking of my head, I would imagine. But I'm not too concerned over it. Not really too big of a deal at the moment. Free UV, why not? Hell yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Free UV lights, bro. Keep away all the walkers. That actually brought me to an interesting question, okay? Could the UV lights from the Dying Light universe, could those work on regular, like, walkers in the Walking Dead universe? I don't see why not. Right? I mean, it would probably work, I would think. I don't know for sure, though. You're gonna have to, don't quote me on that. I mainly just put that walnut there to, slow down the pole vault zombie. Big brain strategy over here. I need to plant some more defenses. Alrighty, let's see here. Shade we need to plant before the walkers. To the gritty. Oh my god. Hold up, I got this. Dead. Bro, 300 IQ. Placing a walnut down just as an excuse to slow down the pole vaulting zombie. 300 IQ move right there. I slowed down the pole vaulting zombie just so that I could give myself enough time to charge up the potato mine. I think that's what that thing is called, right? Yeah, I can't really avoid it, so I'll just put it there. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of getting lost. Yeah, but so far, honestly, this remake has been pretty fun. I heard people complaining about the remake, saying things like, oh, AI was used for some of the updated music or something. I'm like, I don't care, dude. I just want to play Plants vs. Zombies. I don't care if the music on a 10-year-old game sounds a little janky. That's kind of what it's supposed to do. You know? Like, that's kind of how it's supposed to be, I would think. I don't know, though. Alright, we got one of my favorite plants in the game so far. We got the ice. The snow pea. Alright, yeah, that sounds okay. Photosynthesis, oh my god. Maybe for variants? Closest movie of Dying Light is I Am Legend. Dude, I Am Legend was such a good movie, holy shit. It's underrated, man. I Am Legend was a pretty good movie. Actually, I think it's pretty decently rated. Not underrated. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people know about that movie. But... poor Sam, though. Oh, dude, for real. Oh, y'all are talking about the dog. Oh, yes, now I remember. The dog had to be, taken out. Rip. But yeah, we got the ice guy, and I'm a sucker for ice powers. I don't know, they're fucking cool. All right, fight me. I think the dogs have to die in media because it sets up for emotional value, I think. Ice guy. Snow pea. Oh yes, the ice guy. Someone needs to call up the Incredibles movie team and just tell the dude who played Frozone to do like a parody where he goes, "Honey, where is my ice pea? Where is my snow pea?" I don't know, that would be funny to me. It's kind of dumb though. Dude, I need some defenses real quick. Alright, let's just do this. Holy shit, we're falling behind already, dude. Goddamn. We gotta make some defenses up in here. I want to plant the snow pea really bad, though. I gotta get some defenses up here first, though. Otherwise, I might be a little screwed. Let's get rid of that guy. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well today. It's good to see you guys alive and well. Let's see. I should probably be saving up my sun power. But I obviously need some defenses up in here, so I don't know, man. That didn't really work, did it? Yeah, I guess that didn't really work. Alright, we got our first snow pea on the battle. The ice guy. Someone called him the ice guy, and I think I'm gonna use that from now on. The ice dude. The ice person. Elsa, but as a pea, I guess. Holy shit, I'm probably gonna die. This ain't looking good for me. I'm a little behind here. Alright, I think that's good for the front defenses, but I already typed the ice guy. That was you! Oh my goodness. I knew it. You have an exam? Oh no. Hey, best of luck, Visible. Sorry, I'm not as responsive to you guys as I normally would be. I'm a little, spaced out at the moment. But it's all good, I'll survive. Probably. On like this. I wasted a lot of sun power on those last few plants, though. That's unfortunate. I think I'll be alright, though. I have a decent amount of, Ooh, actually, I don't know, man. Let's plant that guy real quick. Slow his ass down. This game gets going pretty fast if you're not paying attention. Let's also plant some more sunflowers. Because why not? You can never have enough of those. Admittedly, I'm a little tired today, but I got this. I can stream for a bit and just hang out with you guys. But yeah, Visible buddy, good luck on your exam thing tomorrow, man. Hope you ace that shit. Exams kind of suck, though. If you ask me, they're just a nice dose of unnecessary stress during the school year. And also, I've always played Plants vs. Zombies the exact same way, alright? I've always liked to just line up my plants in a row and just hope for the best, usually. And honestly, most of the time it works. Like, you can put your plants anywhere on the board, of course, but I don't know, I like to keep my games simple. I like to keep my games of Plants vs. Zombies simple, I think. Just line them all up in a row and see what happens, you know? I also haven't bothered to use the cherry bomb at all, because I honestly think it's useful in a pinch. But other than that, it just takes too long to recharge, honestly. Maybe I'll try to use it if I don't kill all the zombies first. There we go. There we go. Pea shooter, then sunflower. So, like, my brain, my logic is, I have to put a pea shooter first, and then a sunflower, and then a second pea shooter in front of that, right? And my brain interprets this strategy as, the pea shooter in the very back, closest to the house, will ultimately protect the house, right? The pea shooter in the far back will ultimately be the house protector. The pea shooter in front will be the sunflower protector, right? And honestly, everything else that comes after that is mostly just plant whatever I feel like, you know? But that's like always been my main strategy, if you can call it that, is just line of pea shooters to protect the house, and then line of sunflowers, and then a line of second pea shooters. Or in this case, the ice guy. The ice guy. Because I love the fucking ice pea shooter, dude. It's fun to use, alright? I'm a sucker for ice powers. I fucking love that ice pea, dude. Dude's cool as hell. But, that's probably like my favorite plant in the first game, I think. But yeah, it's just something different, I think. Not a lot of people do that. PVZ built our first OCD. Bro, it really did, Sheaves. My god. Oh shit, yo, it's Rainwing. Welcome back. The gal is back. Rainwing, how you been? I haven't really seen much from you lately. I've been summoned. Have you? I think so. Either way, welcome back. Good to see ya. You missed out on the last few streams. I was getting kind of worried about you, but I'm sure you're fine. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna say something here. This fucking plant, the Chomper, is my least favorite plant in the first game. If you level him up in the second game, he's not potato mine. Nah. Let's see. 150, 170. Alright, I think we're good to go. I don't really like the Chomper in the first game, but I'm still gonna use him anyway because, I don't know, I don't use him ever otherwise. So I'll show the guy some love. I'll try to utilize him. But yeah. I believe she spent her time making sure Pudge doesn't find you after that Minecraft stream. Oh my gosh, how did you know? Yo, for real? How's Pudge, by the way? Lucky guess. Nah, Visible is a mind reader, I think. That's gotta be that's gotta be how he knew. You're getting snow? Lucky. God damn, I'm jealous. I like snow, man. Alright, but let's play this fucking level, yeah? All right. But dude, how is it 10 o'clock? What happened? I think it feels like it's earlier because I started like almost 30 minutes late. I don't know. You've been taking the Wrath of Pudge for us. Well, that's nice of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Ringling. Thanks for your noble sacrifice, I guess. uh, but on a real note, I'm glad you're doing all right. It's good to hear from all you guys again. Seriously. I think initially I didn't feel up to streaming. Not gonna lie, for obvious reasons. But then I thought to myself, like, man, usually when you're in a bad spot, the one thing that helps is just being able to um all right, I had to get rid of both of those guys real quick. Not exactly the most valiant strategy, but it works and we're moving on. Tangle Kelp? Oh, dude, I remember Tangle Kelp. Yes, I remember that guy. He's alright, I think. I don't mind him, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite plant. If they maybe, like, upgraded him, make him able to, like, kill more than just one zombie, it would be better, I think. But that's what I think holds it back for me, personally. It's one of those plants that only really works on the specific level it's designed for, and even then, if it only takes down one zombie and then it, like, vanishes from the board, not really super useful in the grand scheme of things, right? But I think Kelp gets a pass because it does its job, you know? Oh, holy shit, my sunflowers are getting violated. Fuck that one zombie in particular. The bucket heads are also going to be kind of an issue. I don't think I have anything strong enough on the field right now. And I'm not really... I'm just blowing through my carbon dioxide over here. I'm blowing through my sunlight over here like it's crack. It's crazy, man. I need to get something to deal some serious damage to that bucket head. Alright, fuck that one zombie in particular. This is kind of the point where I start failing, I think. Because I'm like, bro, the Chomper is just so bad in this first game. He can't do anything. But whatever, I'll figure it out. That one zombie just violated my sunflower. I don't like that. I don't like that. Dude, I am just blowing through all of my sun power, trying to keep these zombies at bay. What's going on? I gotta work faster. Right, so I'm not gonna lie, I would be kind of surprised if Kayla shows up to this one, because we're kind of at a difficult spot right now after some things that happened last night. So I don't know if you should count on her showing up, but if she does, then that would be cool too, I guess. But yeah, we kind of hit a speed bump, um, I think. But yeah, Daniel, hopefully he shows up. That'll be cool. Saiyan too, yeah. Usually Saiyan shows up kind of later though. Yeah, man, where's JT? Maybe he's like sleeping the night off or something. Ah, that's fine. I think we can let him though. Huh. Uh-oh, the nerd found a new nerd thing to nerd about. Let's go. Six of Crows. I don't think I've heard of them before, but I'll have to Google that. I'll have to pull out the Google, right? Um, I wonder where Static's been lately. He hasn't shown up to the last few streams, I don't think. Maybe some of them though. I'm waiting for the day where we'll just have like the entire squad on one stream. That'll be lit, dude. Do people still say lit? I don't know, man. I'm so old. I don't keep up with the uh the generational slang anymore. I don't really keep up with it. Pudge is conjuring up a snowstorm. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, you're good, Visible. You know what? I actually found out something pretty recently that I'm kind of obsessed with now. Uh, so you guys remember Linkin Park, right? How it used to be, anyway. I don't really follow the new version of Linkin Park, if I'm being honest. But I'm a big fan of like the old Linkin Park with Chester Bennington, the lead vocalist. Um, I'm a big fan of that Linkin Park, not the newer one. I don't follow the newer. Um, I don't follow the newer Linkin Park anymore. But I absolutely love the original Linkin Park band. And I just found out that Chester Bennington, before his passing, of course, was actually in another group temporarily during his time with Linkin Park. He also was briefly in another group that I never heard of before. I found one of the random songs from this group, and I've been listening to their single album a lot. And dude, Chester Bennington's vocals are so good. Holy shit. I already knew this. You guys probably already knew this. But Chester Bennington, before his passing, was actually in another group briefly. Let me see if I can find the name. It was called uh it was called Dead by Sunrise was the group artist name. It consisted of lead vocalist of Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, and a couple other people that I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of. But I think, yeah, the group that Chester Bennington was part of was called Dead by Sunrise. And their album is so good, I think personally. The album is called Out of Ashes, if anyone's interested. Like, I love the old Linkin Park, so imagine my surprise when I found out that Chester Bennington was actually in another group and he did like one album with these other two people. And this album's great, man. I would highly recommend it if you guys are a fan of uh, the old Linkin Park. I would highly recommend this one. Oh, we got the repeater now. Okay, that's a game changer at this point. All right, let's see here. It is 10:13. I don't think Pudge is happy with the current food rations. I think we should do something about that. Alright, let's see here. I'll use the, don't mind me with my OCD brain over here. Don't worry about it. You gave him a sandwich? Is he allowed to eat that? I don't know, maybe he's demanding another sandwich, maybe. You can never have too many sandwiches. Sandwiches are good. Sandwiches are good. It is a fact, I think. Possibly. Alright, we are making a very brash decision here with, Bread Gang 2 out of 3. Let's go. We gotta get the rest of the Bread Gang together. We gotta get the rest of the Bread Gang back together, Sheaves. We gotta do it. We gotta hunt down the rest of the Bread Gang. Oh god, the zombies are already here, and I am definitely not prepared. Not one bit. So we'll try to improvise with the, we'll try to improvise for now. We will try to improvise by just buying ourselves some time. With the, Alright, we got the repeater. But I feel like it would be better to slow the zombies down first, I think. Yeah, let's do that first. Bread. Dude, we had sourdough in the fridge the other day, but it went bad. My dad made grilled cheese sandwiches, but he couldn't use the sourdough because it went bad and my mom threw it away. So my dad had to use like Hawaiian bread buns for grilled cheese. And they were alright, but it's not the best kind of bread for grilled cheese sandwiches. I wouldn't recommend it. Toast. You know what they say, all toasters toast toast. But yeah, sourdough bread is pretty fucking good, man. Okay, dude, can I tell a story, y'all? Can I tell a story while we're on the topic of bread? I have a funny little story. A few years ago, I was helping my dad by basically helping the people in my dad's IT office. My dad himself isn't really an IT person, but the people in his office that work for his company were IT people at the time. So, you know, I'm basically helping out my dad after I graduated high school several years ago. I was helping out my dad's, like, IT team by just, like, hanging out in the office with them and, like, doing whatever chores they needed done. You know, some, like, first job experience, I guess. But, yeah, so I'm hanging out in the office, several years ago. My dad basically said, hey, come help out my office people with whatever chores they want you to do. And my dad offered to pay me for it. So I'm like, alright, bet. So I go work in the office, and as it turns out, the business office where my dad's company works out of, back then, they actually had like a cafe built into their office building, I guess. And dude, I think the name of it was Steve's Cafe, which is kind of funny because my dad's name is Steve. And there was another Steve that worked in the cafe area of that office building. He ran the little restaurant in there, right? So they served food there, of course, but they had one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches I have ever had in my life. I always, whenever I would be in the office with my dad's, like, work people, I actually made one of my friends IRL by working there as well. So, yeah, shout out to my boy Matt if he's watching the stream. I don't think he is at this time of night, but you never know. Anyway, but yeah, dude, that Steve's Cafe place in my dad's, like, IT office, dude, they made the tastiest fucking grilled cheese, and it is so upsetting to say that recently the owner of that little cafe retired. The cafe closed down, and a bunch of new owners took it over and turned it into a different restaurant. And almost nobody in those offices ever goes to that restaurant anymore since the closure and reopening, right? Nobody goes to Steve's Cafe anymore since the Steve guy retired, right? Nobody goes to Steve's Cafe because it's not the same anymore. The new owner took it over and turned it into a completely different restaurant, and they don't even serve grilled cheese anymore, bro. I was so sad when I found that out. I wanted to go back there and, like, get another grilled cheese, but, like, they didn't have it anymore, and I was so sad. I was like, no, dude. That was the best goddamn grilled cheese ever. They used sourdough bread. Dude, they used sourdough bread for the grilled cheese. And I'm just like, bring it back, dude. Please. Bring back Steve's Cafe. Bring back the original team members that worked at that little establishment, because their grilled cheese was fucking good, man. I still remember, this was like 10 years ago, by the way, but I still remember, I would always order a grilled cheese with French fries. If that's weird, if you think that's weird, you're probably right. But my usual order from that little cafe would be a grilled cheese, a side of fries, and their French fries were good too, dude. I don't know what they put in them, but they were fucking good. So I'm basically sitting here one day when I find out the cafe is closed, and I'm just devastated. I'm just like, no, man, that cafe was good. Anyway, so that's just funny. You guys brought up bread, and I was like, dude, they used sourdough bread to make their grilled cheese in that little cafe. And I'm like, man, I wish I knew how to make it exactly like they did, because it was so fucking tasty, man. It was a grilled cheese, right? It's pretty simple. But, like, it was so fucking good, man. It was so good. And, like, the owner of that cafe, Steve himself, was actually pretty chill, too. You know? Like, he knew, you know, he got to know me pretty good, too. Like, he knew my dad, of course, but, due to business and all. But, like, I would go in there every day and just get, like, the same shit, you know, grilled cheese, fries. There was a point where I walked into that cafe, and I'm like, yo, what's up, Steve? I'll have a regular. And he already knew my order. So it felt special, you know? It felt like a special little place to eat while I was helping my dad's coworkers, I guess. So it's just like, well, shit. When I found out the restaurant closed, I was like, dude, hell no. They can't do that, man. They can't do that to me. You know how much I sacrificed? And boom. I wish I knew how to make that grilled cheese though, because I probably would. To be honest with you guys, I probably would make it if I could, because that shit was fucking tasty. They want me to use the pea shooter. I don't really feel like it, but I guess I'll use it. Whatever. Let's see. Plants vs. Zombies movie. I think, honestly, as crazy as it sounds, we could get a Plants vs. Zombies movie. Because we've seen something crazier than that, right? Like, I think we could get a Plants vs. Zombies movie, because, like, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is a thing, right? They have a ton of spin-offs and stuff. And, like, some of the spin-off games have fully animated cutscenes, so I think it is doable. I think they can do that. I don't know if it'll ever actually become a movie, but I hope it does, you know? I hope we do get a Plants vs. Zombies movie, and it could easily be like a spoof, you know? Like more of a comedy thing. Because I think it would be cool. I think it's a good idea. So thanks for that, Rainwing. That's a pretty good idea. Does Steve from the cafe still have a business? No, I think he just simply, he was older, you know, so I think he simply just retired. But this was like 10 years ago, so it was forever ago for me. But I still miss that grilled cheese sandwich, bro. He made a mean grilled cheese sandwich, and I was just like, dude, I can't believe they closed it. That's crazy. But, you know, stuff like that happens. It is what it is. Not a big deal. Let's see. Bro, this level's getting pretty hectic. My goodness. Let's just take care of those guys early on. And we got a second row of the ice guys. Ah, shoot, you heading out for the night, Rainwing. Well, hey, thanks for showing up. I appreciate that. And hey, by the way, Rainwing, before you head out, thanks again for the sick profile picture. It is really cool. I love it. So, gotta give your ass a shout out for that. Gotta give you a huge thank you for that. It's so fucking cool, man. But yeah, good luck on the test, the exam stuff. That sounds like a pain in the butt, but I'm sure you'll get through it. Plants vs. Zombies, directed by Michael Bay. Alrighty. Let's see, you got a new plant. The puff shroom. Oh yeah, sure. I don't mind this one, actually. You want to make more art of it? Yo, honestly, go for it. I can't wait to see how your next one turns out. Have a good night, Rainwing. It's one of the dark levels. Okay. Fighting zombies at night is different. Okay. Ugh. I might have to crack open one of the energy drinks, actually. I'm a little tired today. It's probably not good for me, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Probably. Dark level, I think. This is gonna introduce the puff shrooms, I think. But we can't get any sun access from the natural use. We'll have to utilize a lot of sunflowers in this level then. Let's see, and maybe cut down on the plants too, I think, possibly. You know, try to use less expensive plants to survive. Might not be a bad idea, actually. Holy shit, there's a second player mode? How does that work, dude? How do you do 2-player on Plants vs. Zombies? That's weird. I don't think I like that. But, oh well. Kind of cool that it's an option, I guess. I didn't know Player 2 was a thing in PvZ, but I guess it is. Alright, let's see here. What are we going to use for plants? I'm not sure. That zombie with the newspaper is definitely going to be a problem, though. I know him too well, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the pea shooter again. The repeater is just better, but I don't know. I don't think we can afford the repeater on this level, so we'll use this setup. We'll use the potato mine, I think. Throw my phone into the goddamn bin. I'm this close. Yo, chill out, Visible. You're good, you're good. Don't throw your Wi-Fi router in the trash, though. You kind of need that. You kind of need that more than you realize, bro. My Wi-Fi sucks too, but I still use it. Because my cell service also sucks ass. So without Wi-Fi, I can't do shit. Without the Wi-Fi, I can't do shit. Even if it sucks, at least it's there, you know? Alright, I think we're okay. I think I might actually put the sunflower in the back. This time. I want to try that because I never do it otherwise. So
are coming.
We're gonna use that. Not having access to normal sun though is really making this level difficult for me. I guess I don't realize how much the player relies on normal sun when you can't have it. It's wild, man. It is wild. Yeah, dude, Sheaves, honestly, man, you should try to get a PS5 one day. We gotta get the boys together for a gaming session, man. I think that'll be fun. Gotta get the boys together for a gaming session one of these days. JT, Sheaves, me, and our boy Visible over here. That'll be a good time. That'll be a good time, I think. That'll be a good time, I think.